Hello everybody, I'm Aline and I'm a French developer, so I'm sorry if my English is not good enough. I will do the best to keep understanding for you. I will present you today how manage an API in the front-end side, especially with React and React Query, because API is not only about backend. This is the rule of front-end to keep intention to the data, how manage this data, how make this communication between the front end and the back end. So an API, it's an application programming interface and allows to make this relation, this communication between the front end and the back end. And I will show you that today. I will take an example, my personal website. I'm sorry for advance because my data is in French. I translate the rest for you. So I take an example my own API. It's a REST API built with Laravel. And the goal of this API is according all associations dedicated to animals per department in France. Okay, let's go to the code. I will first present you how make a get, how pray with the hooks to get, to create, and next I show you how make that with React Query and the difference with React Query. So I installed React with Vite because this installation gives me the minimal and is very fast. I have a source folder that contains an assets folder, components folder, pages folders, types folder because I work with TypeScript, and an utils folder. Inside my utils folder there is an handles folder and a custom hooks folder. Because this is two types of function. The handle allows to manage an event. A custom hooks allows to manage an hook, and it's a custom hook, so it's a creation hook. So we begins with associations component. In these associations components, to get all my associations, I'm using a useState that contains an association type array, and inside this useState there is a dispatch function. That's a function that contains all the logic that I need to make in my data, to do in my data. My data that is associations. And I take my data in this custom hook. Okay, we are going to. So inside this custom hook, I need to make and get request. This is a request that I need send to the server, and for that I need to use the root. The link between the backend and the frontend pass to this root. It's important to know that. This root allows to take the data, to take a response, and I contain this response inside my set associations, and it goes to next to get all my associations. Next, I create my custom hooks with a use effect. The use effect detects all changes, all updates in my data. But here is not efficiency. This is a better method to manage API with React, and this method is to use React query. I will do a demonstration. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I'm going to my main file. So I need to call first my query provider, my query client provider, yes, and my query client. I'm sorry, I forgot to present you my assistants. I work with Copilot, so welcome Copilot. Yes. I'm continue. So I'm calling a new query client, and next I'm just install my query client provider like that, and I am making parameter with query client. It's important to make all my action with query with React query in all my application next. Okay, so I'm returning this association and I make the demonstration. So now I have to import the use query. This is a hook that comes from the React query, and I'm directly create my custom hooks. So I know I'm not need to my set associations because use a query that makes this travel here. Well, this is all the code I need. Use query make an association type array. This is the type of the data that I receive. So it takes an associations key. This is key and the only data that have this key here. And in second, this key is the first parameter. And in the second parameter, it takes an async function to make to do the get request with Axios. So I'm fix up my route because it's not totally that. I need my domain, my host. I need all that, and it's all here. I just need that, no more, no less. Yes, I remove that lines because it's not necessary. So now I just need to call my custom hook like that, and no more. I verificate, so I think I need to that. Yes. And so this is all my data. Um, so it's very more maintainable, very more readable, I think. No need use state, no need use effect. And I will show you now with a use mutation. With use mutation for the creation, we will create together an association. For that, I have a component. Yes, that I take all this logic. Initially, my component take these set associations to do the update in my custom hook. I show you. I'm sorry. Yes. It's here. When I submit my creation, I will do an event. This is my event function that contains this create association and take a set associations. But now I will demonstrate that it's not necessary to make that with React query here. So this is here my create association. Is important to know that the same logic, has a get request. The difference here is that I need to send a post request to create an association. My server needs to this post request. This post request needs a specific route. Here I'm had /store because this is the name of the route to create my association. And the backend needs other things. This is this form data. This is my association, my object that contains all information necessary to this creation. Okay. So for the client side, without React query, it's necessary, for example, to take inside this dispatch, this is a set associations dispatch, all my data to load my all my associations without reload my page. Inside this set association, inside these set associations, I'm taking all data that already exists, and I'm taking the response directly inside to update my listing, all my associations, without reload my page if my API responds with a good response. But with React query, it's more easier. So I will demonstrate you. I'm creating create association function that take a form data parameter because I need of this object to send all information to my backend. It's important, not forget that. So, and I'm return my post route. Copyright, it's a good friend, but sometimes it's not an help. It's terrible, terrible with and it URL API, I think. I don't remember. I'm sorry. This is Vit API URL. It's good. I will need of that. So now, for create my custom hook, I need the use mutation from React query. So I'm creating a use create associations that takes a form data parameter here, like so, to send this parameter to my create association function. And the set is open dispatch to close my model if the result is a success. I'm sorry about my mistakes. So I return my use mutation that take an async function inside. Yes. Oh, I'm not need of that. If on success set is open false, it close. If is a success, it close my model, and I need another action. I use another hook from React query, that is the use query client, and I was to invalidate my queries and update all my associations. Here, with this option, when I recreate an association, my listing is totally updated. Yes, no, I don't need of that. I'm just send directly my create association in parameter here in my under that take my events. Oh, I don't need of that. I just need a use mutation function type. Why I don't propose use mutation function. Use mutate function. I'm sorry. I'm call my create association here, and it's all. Here I'm call directly with destructuration my create association. Okay. I'm calling my use create association, and takes inside my two parameters, and in my under integrate my parameters to create association. Okay. Here I'm sorry. Okay, I don't need of that anymore, and I don't need not that anymore. So I remove about that. I remove that, and it's all. So I will demonstrating with my website. Let's go. We are creating an association with French data, so I'm sorry for that. I'm complete all my information here. I select an category, a department, yes, and add my association, and there is here my association directly without state, without all that, without useEffect. It's very, very good. And we can check the page. So now I will show you directly an update with the same logic. This is the same logic. We need here for an update to send a pull request to the server. We need to make the good to do the good action in the good route. So we need to use this route to take the good association, the association that I want update, and I'm sending to the backend the association object with modification. Next, I need to call the use mutation from React query, and the use mutation updates all associations if the response is good. But if as add an error, send a toast message with the error. I'm demonstrating. So, for example, I'm the date, this title. Okay, the updated is a success. And I'm seeing here, we can see that the update works. Yes, this is the magic of the link between backend and frontend. It's so cool. It's fantastic. And it's the same for the delete. So I'm showing you here. The delete association is here. I'm using a use mutation because I'm making a change in my data. I will make a change. And if the operation is a success, it's sending a toast. It makes a redirect, a navigate here in the home page, and it updates all my associations. I'm doing the demonstration for you. When I click here, it makes directly my listing update. So it's all for today. Thank you very much for this moment. It's a pleasure for me to share my knowledge, to share my knowledge, and it's an opportunity for me to talk about React, and it's cool. Thank you very much, and bye bye everybody.